Let's see. What up, y'all? So, as a lot of y'all know, for the last 6 years, my family has been through pure, just hell and back. You know, a whole bunch of bullshit, a whole bunch of hell. You know, just shit going on that shouldn't be going on. Well, as of last night, the beginning of the end for the troll era has begun. And let me tell you why. I know a lot of people might not want to believe this. I know a lot of people might not want to accept this, but it's true. And the new heads of the troll community, being William Glory Hole and Marty's brother John, are going to soon be brought down. And not just by me, but also by my homie Burger Boy and the major game company who is responsible for stuff like Super Mario, Pokemon, Yoshi, all that shit. Nintendo is going to be coming down on these guys as well. Because you see, yesterday I got word from my boy Burger Boy. Shout out to Burger Boy, by the way. What up, bro? But I got word from Burger Boy that William sent him a severed horse head in the mail. Now, if y'all don't know, sending someone a severed horse head or any kind of animal in the mail, that's considered domestic terrorism and animal cruelty. So first off, that's fucked that y'all are doing that shit. And to Burger Boy, I'm glad to see that your mom's is doing good. Because I know you told me yesterday that she was going through some trauma and shit, but I'm glad she's doing good, brother. But aside from that, I sat down and I had a real big talk with the actual president of the headquarters of Nintendo here in America, of the American branch of Nintendo. And I told them about everything that was going on, what they had tried to do. I showed them all the evidence of everything. And I explained to them about the letter. And I found something out. Nintendo doesn't send out letters, not physical ones. If they got a problem with you, or they send you a warning by email, and then if that don't work, then they just fucking have your ass arrested and hauled into court. If you don't listen to what they say, like, if you're doing something wrong, like if you're doing something severely wrong, that's when they send you a letter if you don't listen the first time. And that was mistake number 2 for y'all, sending out a letter pretending to be Nintendo. Mistake number 3 is the worst one of all, making a website pretending to work under Nintendo. And I told them about the website. They had me email them everything. I forwarded over everything to these guys. And from what the president said, shout out to the president of Nintendo, it was awesome. It was honestly a pleasure meeting you, sir. Seriously appreciate it. But they told me straight out that right now, just off the letter alone, y'all are looking at about 5 different federal charges. And then also having a website claiming to be running under you guys, to be running under Nintendo. That was mistake number 2. Well, actually, no, that was the mistake number 3. Because, actually, no, that'd be 5 charges / 5 mistakes on the letter. And then about 3 or 4 different charges on the website. So yes, the end of the troll era is very much coming to a close. I don't know how soon it's going to be, but it's coming to a close very soon. Which means I can finally start getting my life back to normal. I can start living life how I used to. I can start doing things I used to do. I can start going outside again and not be worried about jack shit. What number did I use? I literally called their 1-800 number through support. I went through to support, and then they put me in contact with the right people through Nintendo. Because I explained everything that was going on, and then they then put me in contact with the president after I let them know how severe everything was. They put me in contact with him, and I spoke with him. I explained to him, like, yo, this is the situation, this is what's going on. And he finally said, hey, thanks for letting us know. If we need anything from you, we will let you know for sure. But they did take down the information. They took the information I gave them, and they are opening an investigation on these people, and they are going to get shut down. So the end of the troll era is upon us. And my life is finally going to start to get back to normal, which I'm super excited about. Now, I did also bring up, very briefly, I did bring up the Shadow Kai project and what I'm doing. And he said, unfortunately, there's nothing that they can really do for it right now. But if it ever got to that point and it gets big enough, he said they are going to be keeping an eye out for it, for sure. So that's exciting. I mean, you know, Nintendo's even keeping an eye out for it. I told them I'm not done yet. I've still got a lot of work to do, which I do. I'm not that far from being done, actually. I'm about 70% of the way done. I've got almost all the creatures done. I actually got to do a few more other things here and there for the style of project I'm doing. But once that's done, all I got to do, hand it over to one of my good friends who I know is going to help get me into contact with the right people. And then from there, it's go time. And this is a project, like I said yesterday in my post. If y'all didn't read that post, go back and read it. There was a post I made yesterday where I basically said, hey, this is why I'm doing this. For me, this is a massive project that I've been working on since 2012. And it's 2025, man. Like, this is something that I'm very proud of. It's something that I'm super excited about. That is literally years in the making. Now, like I said, the art style of what I'm doing, it very much reflects the two major players on my life as a kid outside of, Studio Ghibli. It literally, you can see it in the artwork. Like, you can see how much of an influence these two people have had on my life as a kid and growing up and just what I do now and how I view things. So for me, this project that I'm working on is not only me paying homage to my art project that I started in 2012, but this is also me paying homage and my respects to the people that were two of the biggest influences on my life, art style wise, and how I go about thinking about things. Hell, these two people are the reason why I look at strategy games the way that I do. Why I look at games the way that I do, whether it's card games, tabletop games, video games. Like, I'm always thinking strategically because of these two people. So for me, this is me basically paying homage and tribute to those two people. So yes, the project is underway. Like I said, I'm about 70% of the way done, which I'm super stoked about. I cannot wait. But yeah, I just thought I'd pop in here and let y'all know that the end of the troll era is very much upon us. 2025, I have a feeling, is going to be the end of the troll era, and 2026 is going to be the start of a brand new era, I feel like. Because I've been through 8 years of pure hell, and the worst of those 8 years being the last 6. But I will say this. I can't wait for next year. I'm super excited. I'm excited to get this project going and done and finished, see where it goes. And most importantly, man, I'm excited to give my life back. Now, granted, I know it's not going to go away right away. I know there's still going to be people out there that, want to take shots of me and this and that or whatever. And that'll fade away over time. That'll dissipate and go away over time, which I'm completely cool with. But as of right now, William and Marty's brother John are pretty much looking at federal prison time for what they tried to do with Nintendo. And actually, dude, I'm not. John's the one that's stealing it from me. And I have proven this many times over. Like, how many more times do I need to prove this to Zendel? How many more times do I have to prove that I actually own the original stuff? I have literally shown time and time again that I own it. I showed the original artwork. I showed the updated versions. I'm good. Oh, it's all good, man. It's all good. You ain't know, man. Actually, those are proof, man. They're on my original Facebook that I once had access to. And the reason why I no longer have access to that Facebook is due to Marty having somebody break in and change around the information to where I can't get back in. But if I still had access to it, I'd be posting on there pretty much daily, bro. And you also want to know another reason why that actually is my Facebook, my old Facebook, which is my original Facebook, mind you. Go back and look at the photos. You'll see a whole lot of photos of me that I took myself. My photo album when I did photography. Pretty much all my artwork. My in-game photos from when I used to play Forza Horizon 4 and 5. Like, all my stuff is over there, dude. So, yeah, that does prove something. That actually proves quite a bit. Now, I know what y'all think. Well, why can't you get back in? Because the email that I had for it is no longer any good. And the phone number I had attached to it got changed to where I no longer have access to it. So, yeah. Yahoo shut down the email I had for it because I hadn't used that email in several years. And then the phone number I once had for it is no longer in circulation. So, yeah, that did end up getting retired. unfortunately. But like I said, my Shadow Kai project that I started in 2012, like I said in my post yesterday, man, it's starting to come to life. I'm excited for it. And it's just, I'm just glad and happy and excited to know, and it's great to know that the troll era is finally coming to a close. It's finally ending. And the trolls did it on their own. I didn't do it to them. They did it on their own by sending out a fake letter. And then on top of all this other shit they're doing as well, claiming to run under Nintendo and all this other shit. Like, they screwed themselves. They fucked themselves over. I didn't do it to them. They did that shit themselves. So, they're fucked. Honestly, Rennie, I don't know if it is or not. I highly doubt it is. I highly doubt it. I personally think what God Lab is, personally, I think it's just them going in and taking old videos of me, rehashing them to make them look like they're live when they're not live. This is me right here, live right now. In this moment, this is me right here. So that whole God Live thing, I think it's just a bunch of bullshit. Like, I've heard rumors about it too. Don't get me wrong, I've heard rumors about it too. But I honestly feel like it's fake. Because I've checked app stores, I've checked the Apple Store. I've checked the Play Store, I've checked everywhere, and there's not a single ounce of that app anywhere that I can find. And I've looked online everywhere, dude. Like, I've looked everywhere. So, as far as I can tell, it's fake. So, and yes, I have an Apple account. That's how I was able to check the Apple iStore or the Apple Store, whatever you want to call it. The shop for the iPhone. The iPhone's equivalent of the Google Play Store. I don't fucking remember what it's called because the last time I used the fucking iPhone, I had the iPhone 4. Which don't get me wrong, the iPhone 4 was fire. But I prefer my Androids. Thank you very much. Better apps on there too. Just saying. Fuck iPhone. Oh, dude, I check Reddit quite a bit, dude. Honestly, bro, I read Reddit like I read the Sunday comics, man. I read it just for the comedic aspect of the stupid shit that people say about me. I really do. Like, I literally read it for the comedic bullshit that people say about me that I know for a fact they ain't true. Like, I love it. I love hearing how, like, oh, we got cameras in his walls, or he's an alien, he's this, he's that, he's got these kinds of powers. Oh, he can all of a sudden do this. I laugh at that shit, honestly, bro. I fucking laugh at that. Like, that to me is like reading the Sunday comics. Like, it is great for a laugh. It really is great for a freaking laugh. And that's how I treat it. I treat it as what it is. It's nothing more than a bunch of cheap, dumbass people trying to get a cheap laugh. Which, hey, the shit they do is funny sometimes, not gonna lie. But yes, I'm very well aware of every single website and every single, podcast, every single YouTube channel. I'm aware of everything that's being said about me. I'm very well aware. Do I let that affect my daily life? Hell nah, dude. You want to know what I do on a day-to-day basis? Let me give you the 411. Let me give you guys the rundown on what I do on a daily basis. I wake up, make a thing of coffee, eat breakfast, and as of this past week, once I grab my coffee, I grab my breakfast, I sit down, I eat, watch my favorite YouTuber, watch a movie, do something, hang out with some of my friends that are professional streamers on their respective platforms. I hang out with them for a bit. And then once I'm done eating breakfast and shit, I bounce out. I kick with them for a few more minutes. Then I bounce out of their streams. Then I get right to work and doing whatever I gotta do for the day. Whether that's working on the artwork and the stuff for Shadow Kai, or whether that's working on YouTube videos, gameplay videos, vocal covers, whatever I gotta do for the day, that's what I do. And I work on that all day long. Or say if I'm doing a vocal cover, which super simple, easy to do, only takes a few minutes. Boom, knock that out. And then sometimes I'll go back and, read through comments, sift through the bullshit from the good stuff, get rid of all the bad shit, keep the good stuff. And then, from there, once I have the cover uploaded and whatnot, or I have the gameplay footage uploaded, I'll usually hang out with friends while I work. I'll sit down, I'll work on the Shadow Kai project and hang out with friends while, I do my stuff, while I do my job, while I work. So that's pretty much my day-to-day life in a nutshell, dude. I'm literally working basically from the time I get up to the time I go to bed at night, dude. I'm always doing something. I'm always working on something. Whether it's a vocal cover, whether it's my Shadow Kai project, whether it's, me working on different shit, gameplay footage, gaming live stream, vocal cover show, guitar cover videos. I'm always doing something. There's always some sort of work I'm always doing. So it's not like I'm not just sitting here doing this all day, watching TV all day. Even on the weekends when I should be taking breaks, I'm always working on something. I'm always staying busy. I'm always doing something productive. Even if it's just little things, I'm always doing something to keep that cycle of creativity going. Because if you don't keep that cycle of creativity going, eventually you're going to end up losing that creative spark. And I try to keep that spark going. Even now, in the back of my mind, as I talk to you guys, I'm still thinking about things that I can do to move the project I'm working on now forward even further, or better it even further. It's basic. So the basic outlay for the Shadow Kai project, it's a combination, and this is going to sound weird, but it's literally going to be a combination of the art style of Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Meets this one very niche anime that I watched recently called Buddy Fight. And I didn't know anything about it until I started watching it. And I'm like, yo, this is actually fucking fire. This is actually good. So it's literally a combination of those three things, but it's mostly primarily based around Pokemon mixed with Yu-Gi-Oh! Artistically. The art style is basically a combo of those two styles. But Digimon's not far off. You're not far off at all with that. That's kind of in the same realm in a way. So you're not off at all. Like it's pretty much in the same realm. Honestly, man, just because The reason why I do it like that is because I like people to hear the difference between my vocals and the originals. I like to be different. I don't like to do what everybody else is doing. I like to stand out. I like to do shit that nobody else is really doing when it comes to music. I'm always that dude that's like, hey, they're doing this. All right, I'm going to do a 180 of that. I'm going to be different. They're doing it without the vocals. Fuck that. I'm going to do it with the vocals. So that people can really hear the difference and similarities between the original and my voice. It's literally, that's just how I operate. I like people to hear the differences between my vocals and the original vocals of whatever song I'm doing. So, yeah. I know it's kind of weird, but it makes sense. Like, I like people to hear the differences between my voice and the original vocals on whatever song I'm doing. Or say I'm doing a guitar style vocal cover on guitar. You know, I like people to hear the differences. And if you don't know what I mean by a guitar style vocal cover, I'll gladly show you guys. That's not a problem. You know, fuck it. Let's fire up the old amp and get this going. That way I can show y'all. Let's fire up this old amp for you guys. Let's just dried up paint on. But anyways, how's everybody doing today, man? Like, what's going on with you guys? What's going on in your guys' world, man? Me, I'm just hanging out, dude. Hanging out, working, and chilling out, man. But tell me what's going on with you guys today, man. What's going on with y'all? What's new? Stick that right there. Swing this back around over here. Do a little bit of setting up here. Yo, Yokai Watch is good. Yeah, I've actually seen that show. That show is actually cool as hell. It's not exactly like Yokai Watch. It's actually completely different. Which honestly, I can't wait for y'all to see the finished product once it's done, man. Like, I really cannot wait for y'all to see the final product of what's going on. Like, that's gonna be sick. Like, I cannot wait for y'all to see the final product of that. Alright, why is my mouse all tangled up? Oh, hang on. Hold on, y'all. I need to untangle my mouse here. My mouse is all freaking tangled up in the jumbled mess that is my desk. Alright, so let's go here. Let's pull up. We'll start off with something a little bit different here. This is something I don't normally cover a whole lot of. Like, I've done this like once or twice as far as like this song goes. But yeah, we about to get it. But if y'all don't know, man, I did artwork far before I ever started doing what I do now. Like, before I ever jumped into music, I did artwork. I grew up doing artwork basically my entire life. Kind of ironic, ain't it? I go from doing artwork to doing music full time. Now I'm back full circle doing artwork again. Go figure, right? Ooh. Yeah, that's the input right there. Strap on my guitar. And in case y'all are wondering, yes, I modified my guitar a little bit. I basically modified it to where I don't need the whammy bar anymore. Because I don't ever use the whammy bar anyway, so what's the point even having it there when you're not going to use it? It's just in there taking up extra space, so I figure why not just eliminate the hassle? Alright. Let's crank the bass up on this. Oh, there we go, there we go. Alright, let's take the bass off. Alright, there we go. Now we're rocking. Now we're kicking ass.
Coach here to tell you about an all-star bundle. It's Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN. And right now, you can get all three with a special limited time offer. It's as easy as catching a football. It's as easy as catching a football. It's as easy as catching a football. Oh, yeah!
I look baby. Say ready before you throw it.
Disney Plus, Hulu, all ESPN. 3 all-stars, 1 incredible offer.
Hey Raider, you looking to blow stuff up?
That. Now I'm about to change things up for you guys here. I'm about to do a song I've never done on guitar on a live stream for y'all. Hey, this is one of my favorite country music artists too, man.
Every tip I get is worked. Congresswoman Amelia Sykes could have stopped taxing tips, but she voted no. She'd rather use that money to keep illegals on Medicaid. Tell Congresswoman Amelia Sykes to give working people like me a break.
My life, my dad, Mom, I'm trying.
Let's see, where's it at here? Oh, here we go. So this one I am going to need the bass up for.
Damn, hurry up. You got all that.
I'm about to do a song I ain't done in a while for y'all, man. Because, see, I don't suck. I just go against what you perceive as being true. So if you don't like I'd love to see you do this one, Stevie Wonder. See, that's the difference between me and you, Steve. I'm a rock star. You're not. But yeah, I'll see how many of you guys recognize. Yes, I am actually, dude. Yo, Brandon, what up, dude? Question, how many fans of Studio Ghibli do we have in here right now, man? Like, how many fans of Studio Ghibli do we have watching right now, man? Cause I think you guys might recognize this next one if you guys are.
Say hello to needle-free Neffy, the only epinephrine nasal spray for emergency treatment of allergic.
No one gives a shit about that. And just for all the Pokemon fans out there, you know I had to do it. You know I gotta do this one, man. And just to end off the stream on a fun note, we gotta do it. Anyway, y'all, I gotta get back to work. I got shit to do. I got stuff to finish up. So I'll catch you guys in the next stream. End of 2025, beginning of 2026, gonna be my year, baby. We about to blow the fuck up. About to do huge things. And I'll catch y'all later, man. I will have updates as I finish everything, so be ready for that. Anyway, y'all, I'm heading in, man. Peace.